And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
19 Tiger.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very low. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing them.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It's Xavier Howard who brings him down from his corner position. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described, a defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down, Smith. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 21-yard line. 113 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Rashad Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys are able to extend their lead. Here's Smith looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question, because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe...
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. And that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Tua going to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here comes Mostert. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tua going to try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Play action. It's Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Noah Fant with his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on second down. Tua got a man here. It's Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now Geno on first down. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Well, this is something that Pete Carroll should be pretty well familiar with. Remember when he told Jim Harbaugh after losing a ball game and Harbaugh went for 2 late against him, hey, what's your deal? It's the same situation here. Now, I'd kick the extra point, but I am reminded that plenty of coaches feel like it's not their job to worry about the other team. It's their job to worry about their own team. You have to stop us.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tua now on first down. Forced out to his left. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They run with Mostert off the option. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah,
and they fake it. They pitch to the tight end.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Sliding it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Being chased out. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Mustang 19.
Now Geno. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand.
Ready. Black. 95.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Who got 17? Red. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Ready, go.
From midfield, here's Tua. And now here is another interception. Past the 20. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
We all know